What if our future home wasn't Mars, but a frozen world 2.7 billion miles from Earth? A place with volcanoes that erupt ice, a possible hidden ocean, and a landscape so alien it feels like another dimension? Meet Triton, Neptune's largest and strangest moon. Unlike anything else in the solar system, Triton is active, mysterious, and full of surprises. But could humans really survive and thrive on this distant world? Or is it an impossible dream? Let's explore the science, challenges, and mind-blowing possibilities of turning Triton into our future home. Triton is no ordinary moon. It's actually one of the most unique objects in the entire solar system. Here's why. Unlike Earth's moon, which formed alongside our planet, Triton wasn't always Neptune's moon. Scientists believe it originated far beyond Neptune in the Kuiper Belt, a distant region full of icy bodies and dwarf planets like Pluto. At some point in the distant past, Neptune's gravity captured Triton, pulling it into a highly unusual orbit. And here's the shocking part, it orbits backward. That's right, unlike every other major moon, Triton moves in the opposite direction of Neptune's rotation. This means it wasn't born there. It was a wanderer before becoming part of the Neptune system. Triton is larger than Pluto, with a diameter of 1,680 miles, or 2,710 kilometers, making it the 7th largest moon in the solar system. If it had never been captured by Neptune, Triton might have become its own dwarf planet like Pluto. If humans ever colonized Triton, it would be like nothing we've ever done before. Let's break down the key factors. The atmosphere. Thin, but growing. Unlike most moons, Triton has a thin atmosphere, mostly made of nitrogen with traces of methane. While it's too thin to breathe, scientists have noticed something strange. Triton's atmosphere is slowly getting thicker. Neptune's changing orbit may be causing seasonal warming on Triton, releasing more nitrogen gas from its surface. If this trend continues over millions of years, could Triton eventually have a denser atmosphere? Maybe even one we could engineer to support life. The coldest place in the solar system, Triton is mind-numbingly cold. With temperatures plummeting to minus 391 degrees Fahrenheit, that's minus 235 degrees Celsius. It's so cold that nitrogen itself freezes into ice across the surface. But there's a silver lining. Triton's surface is rich in frozen water, and water is essential for human survival. If we could melt and extract it, future settlers would have an abundant water supply. Cryovolcanoes, the icy volcanoes of Triton. Most moons in the solar system are geologically dead, but not Triton. It has cryovolcanoes, volcanoes that don't spew lava but instead erupt liquid nitrogen, methane, and possibly water. This suggests that deep beneath Triton's frozen surface, something is keeping it warm, possibly an underground ocean of liquid water. If true, it would mean Triton is not only active, but also a potential home for alien life. While Triton has exciting possibilities, colonizing it would be one of the biggest challenges in human history. Here's why. Distance from Earth. A 12-year journey. Neptune is so far from Earth that even the fastest spacecraft would take over 12 years to reach Triton. Compare that to Mars, which takes just 7 months to reach. This means a Triton colony would have to be completely self-sufficient. No quick supply runs, no rescue missions. We would need to develop advanced life support systems capable of sustaining people for decades. No sunlight equals no solar power. Triton is so far from the sun that solar panels would be almost useless. Instead, settlers would have to rely on nuclear reactors or maybe even geothermal energy from cryovolcanoes to power their habitats. Low gravity. The unknown factor. Triton's gravity is only 8% of Earth's, even lower than the Moon's. We don't yet know how long-term low gravity would affect the human body. Would colonists face severe muscle and bone loss? Would babies born on Triton ever be able to return to Earth's gravity? What if we didn't just survive on Triton, but transformed it into a livable world? Here's how we could, theoretically, terraform Triton. First, heating up the surface. By placing giant orbital mirrors or bombarding the surface with greenhouse gases, we could trap more heat and begin melting the icy surface. Second, thickening the atmosphere. Releasing more nitrogen and methane could create an artificial greenhouse effect, making Triton slightly warmer and more Earth-like. Finally, creating habitats. The most realistic option: underground cities with artificial atmospheres, protected from radiation and extreme cold. Terraforming Triton would take centuries, but if humanity ever becomes a multi-planetary species, it might not be as crazy as it sounds. Right now, we know very little about Triton. The only spacecraft to ever visit was Voyager 2 in 1989, and it was just a flyby. But that's about to change. NASA's Triton mission, set to launch in the 2030s, will give us our first detailed look at Triton in over 50 years. It will scan Triton's surface, study its atmosphere, and search for signs of a hidden ocean, and maybe even life. If we ever colonize the outer solar system, Triton could be a stepping stone to even more distant worlds. Imagine using Triton as a launch base for missions to Pluto or beyond. Triton is a world of extreme cold, thin air, and brutal conditions, but also mystery, potential, and scientific wonder. While it may not be humanity's first choice for a new home, its abundant water, internal heat, and unique orbit make it one of the most fascinating options for future space colonization. Would you live on Triton? Let us know in the comments. And if you love exploring the unknown, don't forget to like and subscribe for more mind-blowing space content.